Hey planner friends, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be planning from the 24th to the 30th of January in my medium passion planner. Let's get started. So the kit that I'm using this week is Mermaid Gamer from Paper Chic Plans, and I really love this kit. It was picked up by my boyfriend because this week was his birthday week, so I let him choose whatever kit he wanted from my stash. So this week I wasn't using removable stickers, and that obviously meant that I had to move everything around loads this week. So the actual spread that I set up here is very different to the final spread that I have at the end of the video. As always, I've started off my spread by shading in the parts of the timelines where I'm going to be asleep, and then going in with my Grey Stabilo fine liner to mark in my alarm times, and split my personal and work to do sections in half to give myself some extra checklist space, and then also create my 5-day habit tracker for things I have to do at work every single day. I've then gone in with my light blue passion marker, which is my theme colour for January, and used the fine liner side to mark in my work hours. Next, I'm using my Pilot Friction pen to add in all of my meals for the week, so adding breakfast, lunch and dinner onto each day. I'm leaving off breakfast on days where I don't have an alarm set in case I have a little sleep in, and I definitely did this weekend. And then I'm also missing lunch on Friday because we went out for lunch, so that deserved its own sticker. If you remember from last week's video, I said that my light blue passion marker was really running out, and you can definitely see it running out in this spread. So I'm colouring in the daily focus boxes of the days where I'm not going to be at work, which was Friday, Saturday and Sunday for this week, and then I'm going to highlight over the check boxes in the bottom left hand corner to keep that pop of my theme colour going throughout my spread, and finally highlight over all of my meals for the week. And as I said, this is where you can tell that my pen starts to run out on about Thursday. So that's all of my pen base done. Now we can start adding in some stickers. So as usual, I'm starting off with my meal plan sticker, which is just something that I made in Excel and print off on sticker paper myself. I'm then adding in this patterned squared off half box from the kit with some deco into the weekly focus box, and finishing off my sidebar with a habit tracker from the kit and one of the full boxes. Because this mini kit comes with full-sized washi, I've cut two 7mm strips to cover my personal and work to-do list headers and my Space of Infinite Possibility header, and then I've cut a 5mm strip from the glitter washi that comes in the kit to create my extra gratitude header in the bottom left-hand corner. Because this washi has a white background, you can still kind of see the text through it, but I'm not too bothered about that, and I think having a white background washi as my headers in the bottom section kind of makes the whole page look a little bit lighter. The last thing to add in is the weekend banner, and then we can get into some plans, which, as I've already mentioned, will definitely have changed by the time we go through the final spread. So zooming in and starting on Monday, the first thing that I'm adding in using this fancy label and some deco from the kit is a meeting that I had in the morning. So because I had the remnants of that nasty cold, I worked from home on Monday, and I got told in this meeting that my voice sounded terrible, and I was like, gee, thanks guys. That was a really lovely start to the week. For Monday evening, I'm using one of my Pinky Stickers printables to mark in my yoga class. Obviously, I did not go to an in-person class because I was so horrendously ill, but I was still doing my Yoga with Adriene 30-day challenge throughout most of this week. The majority of my gym sessions did get cancelled. On Tuesday, I've just added a bill due sticker to the end of the day to mark that I had a bill due, and then I'm using this squared off fancy box from the kit with a bit of deco to mark in the beginning of a conference that was going on for the last 4 days of this week, where I had to man the stand for my department. Luckily for me, it had already been made completely virtual because of Omicron, so I didn't have to miss out on it. These Paper Chic Plans mini kits come with these cute scalloped headers, so I'm using those in the daily focus box of the days where I'm working from home, along with the planner face work from home script. And I don't know whether it was the shape of the headers or what, but I could not lay these down straight for the life of me. Moving on to Wednesday, I was supposed to be send-outs this day, but I actually ended up taking the entire day off sick, so this day is completely moved around in the final spread, but I marked that in using an event label and an envelope icon from the kit. Next, I'm using another one of the fancy labels from the kit with a laptop icon to mark in my usual Wednesday afternoon seminar. And then we can move on to Thursday, where I'm first marking in working from home in the same way that I marked it on Tuesday. I've then cut up the Monday to Sunday box to use as washi, despite the fact that there's loads of washi included in these kits, so I didn't really have to do this, but oh well. And I'm using that with the YouTube button icon from Ickle & Co and an upload script and planner face to mark in uploading my February monthly on Thursday. Next, I'm using an event label from the kit and a Joy of Planning weightlifting sticker to mark in my PT session this day, which I actually managed to go to, so I cancelled my workouts earlier in the week, but on Thursday I was feeling well enough, so I went to my PT session and it hurt because I had not moved for like 5 days. On Friday, I'm marking in my planning time using one of these little shapes that comes in the kit, and then a planner doodle and planning script from Plannerface. I'm then using one of my Pinky Stickers printables to mark in my workout that I was planning on doing on Friday. I ended up moving this to later in the day though because I decided to dye my hair on Friday morning instead. Friday afternoon was the first of a couple treats for my boyfriend's birthday, so we went for a vegan afternoon tea at this cute cafe called Eden Cafe in Bristol. I really struggled with how I was going to mark this in though because this quarter box was like kind of small for the amount of time that we were going to be there, so I ended up swapping it out like right at the end of the setup, but I'm just marking that in with a bit of deco. And I think I add in a planner face doodle at some point, I really can't remember. So the first thing that I wanted to mark on Saturday was that it was my boyfriend's birthday, so I got one of these glitter half boxes from the kit to mark that in, and then also added in my interval run in the afternoon. To mark in his birthday, I'm adding in a bit of deco from the kit and also a planner face birthday present doodle from a multicolour doodle sheet. On Saturday evening, we were planning to go out into town with some friends to continue celebrating Ali's birthday, so I've just marked that in using a half box from the kit, some deco and a square wine doodle from Plannerface. This was a really nice evening. We saw some friends that I haven't seen for a long time and just had a really good catch up and some drinks, although I am feeling a little bit worse for wear today. So this is my first attempt at changing up how I'd planned things on Friday so that I was happier with it, and I still wasn't 100%, so yeah, we'll come back to that properly later. Moving on to Sunday, I'm using one of the checklist boxes from the kit to mark in some cleaning time on Sunday morning. Did that happen this morning? No, it did not. I was far too hungover to do anything before lunchtime today. Above the cleaning time, I'm adding in a quarter box from the kit with a bit of deco and an edit script from Plannerface to mark in editing and recording this voiceover, and based on what I just said, I'm sure you won't be surprised to hear that I'm not recording this at 9 o'clock in the morning on Sunday. I really don't drink that much anymore, so sitting in a pub for 6 hours last night, I am just dead to the world at this point. For Sunday evening, I'm adding another piece of the Monday to Sunday box that I've cut up with a YouTube button icon from Ickle & Co and an upload script from Plannerface to mark in uploading this video, and then I'm also adding in one of my Pinky Stickers printables for a workout that is 100% not happening today. Here's where I decide that I really don't like how I've marked in our afternoon tea on Friday. I just don't feel like it's taking up enough space for how long we're actually going to be out. So I've swapped it for this event label from the kit and then replaced the doodle and the deco, and I think it looks much better. As always, I'm now going to fill in some of the space where I'm at work with some decorative boxes, so I've just trimmed these down vertically on the sticker paper and then I'm trimming them horizontally on my planner so that they fit nicely within the timelines. Finally, I'm just going to add in some checklists for the top 2 or 3 things that I get done at work each day. So I've just cut down the checklists from the kit so that there are only 3, and then on Monday I also kind of split it. I'm not sure if I like how I did this, but it works, I guess. I still fit my top 3 things in on Monday, but then I was just able to have my normal like 3 square checklist on Wednesday and Thursday. Before we move on to filling in all of my plans, I decided to add in some of the washi strips from the final page of this kit because some of them just make an entire little scene. So I added those in on Monday rather than cutting down another one of the full boxes. I decided to put all of these down first and then trim them all in one line so that I would get a nice straight line. So that's all of my stickers laid down for the week. Now we can go back and fill in all of my plans as usual using my Pilot Friction pen. So this week really has been sort of a tale of two halves. Monday to Wednesday I had this horrendous cold and I felt really grotty for the entire time. I think you could really tell in my voiceovers for last week's video and maybe even my February monthly video. It's so weird having not had like a really bad cold for years. I totally forgot how bad they can be. But by Thursday I was feeling better. As I said, I went to my PT session and had a pretty decent session, and then we got into birthday stuff for the weekend. So although I'm feeling a little bit delicate today, I have had a really nice weekend. On Friday, going for our afternoon tea was just so lovely. The last time we went I was also aggressively hungover and kind of couldn't eat anything and had to take it all home in a box, so it was good to like actually get to experience the afternoon tea this time. We then had a pretty chill Friday evening. I went to the gym, so that was pretty much all I did. And then on Saturday we had a nice chill morning, and then the afternoon was a little bit busier because one of my boyfriend's parents came to visit, and then we had to rush to get ready to go out in the evening. As I mentioned earlier in the video, I've had to change so much about this setup because all of my pre-planning kind of went out the window when I was sick. So I don't think I've ever had a spread which required as much undo as this one has to kind of have it accurately reflect what actually happened this week. But I'm just glad that I had that bottle of undo so that I didn't end up ripping my planner page or anything, because these Paper Chic Plans stickers really do like stick. In my weekly focus box for this week, I've just popped in that it is my boyfriend's birthday because that is obviously the most important thing that happened this week. Especially seeing as for his last birthday we were in complete lockdown, so it's nice to actually be able to celebrate it properly this year. But that's all of my pre-planning done for this week. Let's take a look at the finished spread. So here's the spread all filled out, and you can see how different it is from my pre-planning, but I'm really happy with how this one turned out. Although I started off this week feeling really sick and I'm finishing it feeling really rubbish, the bit in the middle was pretty good. And that meant that I had plenty of photos for my reflection section this week. So that's everything for this video, friends. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments down below. Drop the video a like if you enjoyed it, and if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you next time. Bye!